I'll be taking a look at the Boston Celtics season and how they are one of the best teams in the league and a contender, a really big contender to win the NBA championship, as I believe they could win it. So this is my second video of the series of looking at NBA teams in the next season, and let's get into it. So the Boston Celtics were Eastern Conference Finals last year. They lost to the Miami Heat in 7 hard-fought games. They almost came back from 3-0, but they ultimately lost. They did make the finals in 2022, so this team could make another run, and they improve, in my opinion, this season, which makes it kind of scary. The moves this offseason they made is trading for Kristaps Porzingis, although they did trade Marcus Smart, their leader, and their heart for Porzingis. Grant Williams left them for Dallas Mavericks, but they did sign some pretty nice players, some role players like Delano Banton, O'Shea Brissett, Svi Mikhailuk, and Lamar Stevens to help bring some depth on the team. So most of the team is the same besides that, which is really good, and their depth is probably having Malcolm Brogdon and Derek White be the point guards, their guards. Jason Tatum might even play point guard, as some reports say. They have Svi Mikhailuk also as a guard. Delano Banton could play some guard. At the forward position, they got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both could play guard or forward. They also got O'Shea Brissett, who's a forward. Sam Hauser. They got Peyton Pritchard for the guards. I forgot to say him. They also got Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, and they got at center. They could put Porzingis. They could put Luke Cornett. Robert Williams could probably play center for them, and Al Horford. So they have a lot of depth that they could use, although they lost Grant Williams and Marcus Smart. Now, I believe Tatum will probably be a top 5 MVP candidate this year. Jaylen Brown being an all-star. Porzingis last year was really underrated. He averaged around 23, so he's going to bring that offense. And some of his defense, he's not bad at defense. As well as Tatum and Brown being not bad at defense. Their defense and offense is really good. They are a really well-rounded team. Derek White was a really good defender, so the loss of Marcus Smart will help Derek White's defensive versatility as well as his offense. Then they also got some pretty good depth at the forward positions and the guard positions. Well, mostly that center positions are really tough. Robert Williams, Al Horford, and Kristaps Porzingis, those will be hard to get past by in defense. All of them are pretty good defenders. Their shooting is pretty nice too. They got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford's a pretty good three-point shooter. Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard is a really good three-point shooter. Malcolm Brogdon was good. Derek White was pretty good too. The only problem is that Malcolm Brogdon is reportedly mad at the Celtics for trying to trade him to the Clippers, which fell through. But I don't know. He might be still pretty good. He won a Sixth Man of the Year last year, so I'm expecting him to be still pretty solid as a sixth man, as Derek White will probably start at the point guard position. So that'll be very nice for the Celtics. The Celtics, of course, they have all of the tools that are needed to win the championship. And I think they could possibly win the championship if they're healthy and Tatum and Brown steps up their game in the playoffs. Now, last year, there was all the jokes about Brown cannot dribble with his left hand, and he had a lot of turnovers. Tatum also was not that good. He was inconsistent, and especially in the 2022 finals, Jason Tatum got locked up, so we need them to do good playoffs. So if they all do good, their shooting and their defense looks really good, I believe the Celtics will be able to win the championship. That's basically it for the Celtics deep preview. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.